What is going on, Colts Nation? I am Eric Smith, your host of the Colts Cast today. Uh, Shocker, Jamal's out on vacation again. He is living the life. Wish we could all be like him, but some of us gotta work. um, I'll be short today. Pulse check, Colts Nation. How are we doing right now? How are we doing? Just had a little pressure today from Ballard and Anthony Richardson. How are we feeling afterwards? Let me know in the comments below if you're on YouTube. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that like button too while you're at it. We really appreciate it. It really helps the Colts cast out, helps that YouTube algorithm. Please go ahead and hit those few buttons. How do we feel about the Indianapolis Colts right now? I'll tell you what. The Colts are primed to contend next year. The future is bright. Now, when I say contend, I'm merely talking about playoff contention. I firmly believe we can make a run in 2024. Shoot, I thought we could do it in 2023. Really thought so. The future's bright. We hit rock bottom a year ago. Look where we're at now. More than doubled our wins from last season, with so much holding us back. This team went through some adversity. Rookie head coach, rookie starting quarterback, who went down after 5 games technically. He didn't play the Ravens game. No Jonathan Taylor for half the season. Multiple suspensions. The refs screwing us in the Browns game. Injuries. I mean, you name it. This team has went through a lot, and all of that culminated into a 9-8 winning record, where we were one drive away from winning the AFC South. Would have been the first time ever since 2014. And and just to add, like a little medium fry on the side, the number 15 overall pick. That's not a bad pick. That's not a bad pick for someone who was about to win the AFC South. Not too shabby, ladies and gentlemen. If that doesn't make you feel good about the future for this team, I don't know what will. I really don't. I mean, this season has been a roller coaster, but expectations for us, 4, 5 wins again? Got 9. It's a winning record. Look, I'll go ahead and say Steichen's going to have this team ready to make a run into the playoffs next year. Should have been there this year. Of course, I bring it up again, the Browns game. Could have been there. I take it even further. Now, a lot of people may not agree with me on this, but if Anthony Richardson was healthy this season, fully healthy, I would say, 90%, 85% of the snaps played, I think he would have led this team to the playoffs. I really do. You have to think about it. We talked about Gardner Minshew a lot during the regular season, almost every game. And, probably about half of that was if Minshew didn't have a ceiling, if Minshew wasn't limited, if there was better quarterback play, stuff like that. We said it plenty of times. So I think I think Richardson would have led this team to the playoffs. He looked way ahead of schedule in his 4 starts this season. It just looked like every game he was getting better. He was becoming more accurate. I think his passer rating goes up every single game anyway. But only 1 interception for a guy who was projected to lead the league in interceptions by some people. I take notes. I see what y'all say about my guys at the beginning of the season. I take notes. I'm not going to call any names, but I take notes. This offense is completely different with him under center. And defenses have to account for that. I mean, we saw it. I mean, we went up like We scored 14 points in that Houston Texans game back in week 2, like in a matter of 30 seconds. Who was back there? Richardson. Shane Steichen is a genius. And I just felt that he was going, like he put Richardson in a position to be successful. He really did. Just the scheme built around it. Let's get the ball out quick. Let's try RPO. Let's, we didn't even get to see Taylor and Richardson. Imagine that. We didn't even get to see Taylor and Richardson. Could have been a killer option game. But I know Eagles fans want him back, Shane Steichen. Sorry, not happening. They're struggling over there in Philly. They're struggling over there. What's missing? I guess their defensive coordinator as well. I mean, Jonathan Gannon left, but Shane Steichen also left. We need to have another great offseason and extend the right people. It starts with Michael Pittman Jr. I'd be shocked right now if they don't get a deal done. Now, market value, we kind of estimated, 20 to 24 million for Michael Pittman. Could be even more than that. He could get 25 million. He really could. I'm talking about annual average value. Now, for positional needs, there's a lot of areas, and I'm not going to get really too deep into this, but we're going to cover it, up until the draft. Where I could see Ballard and company prioritizing cornerback, yes. Wide receiver, yes. Safety, yes. Defensive line, probably. Linebacker, yes. Yeah, I said linebacker. Why linebacker? We don't really have a coverage linebacker. I think that's one of our holes right now. Probably not too big of a hole, but, Shaq Leonard was that guy. He really was. He could do it all. Keyword was. He's not there anymore. I think there's arguments for a lot of positions, but I think we'll get into more of that as we get closer to April. Right now, my favorite target right now is probably cornerback. Y'all know how I am with cornerbacks. I love a lockdown corner. If we can find one of those, like scheme related or not, your corner is just that much better than your average corner. It's gonna pay dividends. It really is. I mean, just go look at the lockdown corners around the league. I mean, Sauce Gardner, for example, just excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, just crack a cold one, sit back, and relax. That's all we need to do right now. If you're a Colts fan, look, yeah, we missed the playoffs. We did. It sucks. It really does. But we predicted 10 wins this season on the Colts cast. We have a whole episode about it. And we were one short. We were one short with everything that went wrong. So next season, it's going to be a surefire 10 wins. As long as our guy can stay out the injury tent, 2024 is our year. I really think so. I don't want to be one of those fans that just, every year they keep saying, oh, next year's our year. Next year's our year. No, I truly believe 2024 will be our year. Now I will say our schedule to get tougher. I don't know if everyone's seen our schedule for next year, but we got to play the AFC East and the NFC North. There's some good teams in there. AFC East, Bills, Dolphins, Jets, potentially, if they get that quarterback situation right, and a few other pieces. NFC North, say what you want about the Bears. They got 7 wins this season. The Packers, the Vikings, the Lions. There's a lot going on, man. And we had a pretty easy schedule this season, but strength of schedule just went up pretty dramatically. But still, we beat some of the better teams this season. Like our big quality win, Baltimore Ravens. They're the favorite to win the Super Bowl. Now, say what you want. It was raining. It was a bad weather day. That's fine. The Indianapolis Colts also had that same weather going against them. So I'm not gonna ever blame the weather, things like that. It's 2 teams in that same condition, and one team played better with those conditions going on. So, hey, I'm not gonna keep harping on that. But look, 2024 is our year. Let's sit back and relax, everyone. The Colts are primed, I think, to make a run next year, and I'm excited about draft season. I really am. I'm really excited about off season too, but draft season is always fun. We had a lot of fun last year. So that's going to be it for us, everyone. Thank you for listening to the Colts Cast, live on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or any platform you use to listen to podcasts. We'll be back next time to give you some more Indianapolis Colts content. Y'all take care.